To date here on BBC1. Right now, patients with hidden agendas at the doctors.
Hello, I'd like to make an appointment.
Dawn! Dawn?
Give my regards to Mrs. Clapp.
Thank you.
Ready for your interrogation?
Yeah, I just wish you got a bit more sleep, so.
Not nervous, eh? Nothing to worry about, as long as you've done your homework.
I remember when Greg went for that police job, they gave him a real grilling.
Why you didn't say anything to me about them being so harsh?
When did you speak to Greg?
The other night.
Oh. Hey, you've been quiet today. Is everything okay?
Couldn't be better.
Hi, I'm here to see Dr. Fenton, Dawn Talbot. I called earlier, you said he had a cancellation.
Take a seat.
Thank you.
He'll be with you shortly. Can I help you?
Yes. I'd like to make an appointment.
Who's your doctor?
Dr. Woodson.
Oh, you're in luck. She has a drop-in clinic this morning. Name?
Oh, there's no hurry. I can come back another time.
No point. She'll be finished with her present patient in a minute. Name?
Peter Thorne.
Take a seat.
Morning, Mrs. Talbot. Would you like to come through? Hi. How long have your sleep patterns been disturbed?
A couple of months. I'm starting to feel drained.
Any idea what's causing these sleepless nights?
No.
Everything okay at work?
Yes, fine, thanks.
So you're not feeling anxious about anything?
I suppose it's just the pressures of going through a divorce.
We can compare war wounds on that one. Counted a lot of sheep going through mine. I'll prescribe you a course of sleeping tablets. You'll find that'll get your sleeping patterns back to normal. And if it's any consolation, there is a light at the end of the divorce tunnel.
So, how are you?
Yeah, fine, thanks. Yeah.
Good. What can I do for you today?
Oh well, I was just wondering if I can take aspirin, with the testosterone injections.
Yes. Did the specialist at St. Phil's not explain this to you?
Well, he probably did. I was in a bit of a state, up to the operation. I mean, well, testicular cancer, it's every man's worst nightmare, isn't it?
Is there anything else I can help you with? I noticed from your notes you came in to see Nurse Corrigan last week for your blood tests. Results should be here by the end of the day, so I can give you a call.
Yeah, no rush.
Okay. It's nothing to be concerned about. It's a precautionary measure because of the cancer.
Yeah, thanks. I've always been a bit of a worrier.
So how's everything else?
Yeah, great. Yeah, I'm amazed, how well I feel so soon after the op. Even managed a round of golf yesterday.
Well, I'm pleased to hear it. It must be difficult for you, getting over your operation and coping with the loss of your wife.
Yeah. I never really thanked you properly for being there with Linda at the end.
She'd been a patient of mine for a long time. I wanted to be there.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Can you do 10 a.m. on the 13th?
Yes, that's fine.
I'll just give you a card. Here you are. Mrs. Talbot, you've left your phone. The Mill Health Centre.
I could take that. I live just over the road.
Just one moment, please. I'm afraid that's not possible. There's a correct procedure for lost property.
Yeah, well, you can trust me. I'm not some hoodie hanging around a street corner.
It's a confidential item belonging to a patient.
And what do you think I'm going to do with it? You old witch.
Really? Who's speaking, please?
Right, I'm off.
Gosh, is it that time already? But listen, hey, good luck.
Yes, I have at 3 o'clock.
When's your interview?
That's it.
1.
Okay.
Mine's at 2. I must be straight after you.
Right, all the best.
Good. I'll book you in for 2 o'clock.
Hello. Your call cannot be taken at the moment, so please leave your message after the tone.
Hello, Mrs. Talbot. This is Miss March, receptionist at the Mill Health Centre. I'm calling to inform you that in your haste to leave the surgery earlier, you left your mobile phone behind. I'd be grateful if you'd call for it at your earliest convenience.
Please take a seat, Dr. West.
Thank you.
Right, introductions. Your face is very familiar.
Crime Watch?
Anyway, I am Chief Superintendent Trevor Deacon. This is Martin Cornish, our Senior Police Surgeon, and Joanne Barrett, Senior Scientific Support Officer.
Hi.
Ah, yes, the climbing centre. That's where I know you from.
Of course. Didn't recognise you without your harness.
Anyway, to business.
Mrs. Taylor! It's Dr. Woodson from the surgery.
Sorry, I was just upstairs.
I found these on your doorstep.
Thanks.
Wish someone would leave me flowers. Oh, and you left this. I thought I'd save you the journey.
Forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. Thanks. That's very kind of you.
It's fine. I'm just round the corner having lunch with my husband. Special occasion?
Yes, it's my birthday.
Many happy returns.
I better get going. I've got something on the stove.
Okay, I need to go too.
Bye.
Bye. Hello.
Hi.
I was just dropping Mrs. Taylor's phone off.
Oh, I wondered what you were doing, yeah. Hey, look, I'm glad I caught you, actually. I want to have a word about this morning. I'm sorry. I was way over the top with your receptionist.
Yeah, you were.
It's just Jobsworths are my pet hate. Oh, no, I better get on. I'm doing work this afternoon.
Mr. Thorne?
Yeah.
Bye then.
See you.
As you probably know, police surgeons often work very long hours in stressful conditions and intense situations. So would you like to explain to us how you think you would cope in such a tough environment?
Well, I've gained a lot of experience working in a busy surgery. I think that's prepared me for anything. The important lesson it's taught me is always stay composed. I never let nerves get the better of me. I deal with demanding people from all walks of life on a daily basis. That's why I think my level-headedness would be suited to the job.
Oh, come on!
Working with GPs, nurses and support staff means trust and teamwork are crucial. Now, these two qualities I know are necessary for this role. You really must try Maudley Peak. It's a great climb. Staggering views.
Thanks for the tip, I will do. Right, good to meet you. We'll be in touch.
Thank you. Hey.
And you must be Dr. Clay?
Hi. Yeah, yes, I'm sorry, I am, yeah.
You okay? This is about something more than your dad, isn't it?
I'm sorry, I really haven't got the time to talk right now, so...
Michelle, I know something's wrong. What is it?
It's me and Adam.
Do you want to talk about it? Oh, you're in no fit state to work. I'll get Vivian to cancel the rest of your appointments.
I've got too much to do.
No, you're going home.
If you were to be offered the position of police surgeon, who do you owe your first duty to? The police or the client?
Well, I feel a police surgeon should act independently of the police, so it would be to the client. Although obviously cooperating with you where possible.
Could you expand on why you think that's so, Dr. Clay? Perhaps you could give us an example of where you would put your client before the police?
If I felt a client being held in custody wasn't fit for interview and I was being pressurised into giving the go-ahead, then it would be my duty to refuse. I can only certify a client fit if they are, if you know what I mean.
Oh, you only just going for lunch now?
No, I'm just heading off.
Oh, half day, some retail therapy?
No, I'm just not feeling very well.
Oh, I'm sorry, I hope you feel better.
Thanks. Oh, the results of your patient's blood test are in. They're on my desk if you need them.
Oh, thank you.
I just wanted to get you something. I wanted to get you...
Stop doing this! I'm going to call the police.
No, no, please, Dawn, please.
Hey! Hey, what's going on?
Ask him.
Pete, why don't you go home and I'll come over and speak to you in a minute. All right, go on. You all right?
No. I just don't know what's got into him. I looked in to see how he was after his operation. I was just being neighbourly, but he keeps calling. It's like he's stalking me.
Why didn't you say anything to me before?
I didn't want to get him into trouble. He's had such a tough time with it, losing his wife and everything.
Yeah, he has been under a lot of strain, you're right. I tell you what, I'll go over, have a word with him, see he doesn't bother you anymore. Okay.
What you saw with Dawn, it's just a misunderstanding.
Well, it didn't look like that to me.
No, I just wanted to thank her. She's been really kind.
Mr. Thorne, stop. Your behaviour is becoming increasingly erratic. We've had the results of your blood tests, and they're alarming.
What, is it
No, it's not the cancer. Your testosterone levels are extremely high.
Well, maybe my body's just more susceptible to the hormone.
No. How much are you taking?
What it says in the prescription.
Please, don't lie to me. This is important. How many injections do you have left?
2.
What?
I'm sorry.
The batch you were prescribed was for 6 months. Now, you've been out of the hospital, what, 3? So you're double dosing?
I was just feeling low. I thought it might give me a boost. I mean, because when I take it, I do feel better.
Yeah, of course you do. But you cannot play around with your dosage. It's dangerous and, well, very stupid.
Sorry.
No. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm just angry with myself. I knew something was wrong this morning and I should have dug deeper. Double dosing your testosterone will not make things better. Look at what you're doing to Dawn.
She was so good to me. And I had no one. After Linda died, I was all alone, and Dawn came and she was available, and suddenly I had someone again.
Yeah, a friend, that's all.
I was so grateful. I looked forward to her visits. She was the only thing that kept me going. She'd just chat, yeah. About her work, taking the cat to the vets, anything. But it meant everything. I started buying her gifts, just as an excuse to pop over. A bottle of wine, a plant for the garden. Then she started returning them, said she wasn't interested in me in that way.
You're frightening her.
Yeah, I don't mean to.
Nevertheless, it's probably down to the increased levels of testosterone in your body and the fact that you haven't grieved for Linda properly.
No.
You need proper bereavement counselling and you need to reduce your testosterone to 1 injection a month immediately. Come into the surgery and we can go through this together.
Yeah. Yeah, I will. Thank you. But what about Dawn?
I'd leave her alone for a few days and then I think you need to apologise.
Of course. Thank you.
Good. OK. Make an appointment and I'll see you soon.
Right.
I'm glad you've come, love. I've been worried sick.
Mum, I need to know the truth. I can't concentrate at work, so will you just tell me?
Raking up the past's not going to help anyone.
It will help me. I was sent home from work today.
All right, I'll put the kettle on.
I wanted to check you were okay. With you not answering my calls, I've been imagining all sorts. I want to try and explain everything. It's not how it seems.
Isn't it?
I want to try and tell you how it happened.
Why would I believe anything you say?
Please. I used to work in the same village as Vera and Tony. Worked behind the bar at the local pub. They used to come in. I got really close to Vera.
We went everywhere together. Wendy was even at my bedside when I was giving birth to you.
Has that got to do with anything?
Then when you were about 3, I went through a really rough patch.
A rough patch? Like what?
Well, you'd be diagnosed as depression these days, but I wasn't much fun to live with, and your dad started spending most nights down the pub.
So you drove him away?
Not intentionally. Sometimes he'd come home late, and I just assumed he'd been at a lock-in, because the landlord had him all the time. But then out the blue, he tells me that Wendy's pregnant with his child.
And you honestly never suspected anything?
No. I couldn't face losing him. I loved him. So I gave him an ultimatum. I said I'd have him back.
As long as he agreed never to have anything more to do with me again.
And he agreed?
He came to see you a few times when you were born. But we decided that such irregular contact wouldn't be fair on you.
It would have been better than nothing.
I decided to move away. It was just too painful bumping into him and Vera all the time.
You deprived me of ever knowing my own father just to save yourself a bit of heartache.
It wasn't like that.
You told me you moved to the States and hadn't kept in contact.
I thought what I did was for the best.
The best for who?
We made sure you had everything you needed. Tony paid money into my account every month until you left home.
Oh, right. That's what he was to you, a cash machine.
Every penny Tony gave to me was spent on you.
You really think money could be a substitute for not having my own dad? You've absolutely no idea what you've done, do you? It's a list of questions I wanted to ask him. Compiled them over the years. Dreaming of the day I'd finally get to meet my real dad.
He was 6 years old when he wrote the first one. That's how long he's wanted to find him for.
Look, I'm sorry.
You let him sit through Dad's funeral and didn't even have the decency to tell him that it was his father lying in that coffin.
I couldn't face it, Michelle.
I can't believe Dad would just keep out of his child's life like that.
Look, he had it hard. I'd given him an ultimatum.
No, it all makes sense now. Well, he always showered me praise. He probably felt guilty that he couldn't show his other child any affection.
No, your father loved you.
No, it's Adam that's kept me going since Dad died. And now you've taken him away from me as well.
I will not be blamed for other people's actions. It was your father who had the affair. It was Wendy who had the baby. And how was I supposed to know you'd get off with Adam at your dad's funeral? Oh!
So thanks for eventually telling me your whole dirty little secret, Mum. Now I want you to go.
So, how did it go?
Yeah, fine. I managed to answer all the questions, although I think I might have messed up on one. They asked me who I'd owed my first duty to, the police or the client, and I said the client.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Yes, the patient should always come first.
Yeah, well, I got the impression that wasn't the answer they were looking for.
How'd you get on?
Yeah, fine.
Look, I'm off to meet some mates for a drink. You fancy it?
Nah, I've got something on, but I'll see you tomorrow, yeah?
Okay.
Dawn, I was going to come over and apologise.
No, I want you to leave me alone. This has got to stop, or I'm sorry, but I'll have to tell the police.
Look, I'm so sorry. Dr. Woodson's made me see how much I've upset you. It's my medication, but we're going to sort that out.
Good. Things have to be different from now on, Pete. You know that.
Yes. I'm sorry. But it's okay. I've got Dr. Woodson now, and she's going to help me. It's all right. I mean it.
Okay. I'm glad to hear it. Goodbye, Pete.
Yes. Got Dr. Woodson now.
Do you do requests?
was feeling reckless.
Great.
So, what are you going to play for me?
I'm just sitting there.
Shame. I thought you had that whole cool musician thing going on.
Hey, if I had my guitar, I'd show you some licks.
Or maybe I can play you something. Slide over.
What are you going to play?
Surprise. Feel free to join in if you can.
And I'll give it a goodie.
It ain't. Thank you very much.
A moving new series following youngsters and their families as they battle childhood leukemia begins tonight here on BBC1. Children Fighting Cancer starts at 10:35. Next this afternoon, it's Murder, She Wrote. The one to watch tonight.
Nothing's changed.